candidate bay and a here caliber of person Ubetimia Ghana votes at the Amamu 2028.
Yeah, very intelligent question. I can say the rank and file of the party, the leadership of the party, right after the 2024 election, they should have conducted this particular research. Now, Yabusa Ghana forces, in spite of certain difficulties you face here as government, but nevertheless, I could say no more be na Ghana for bit meg now so area to Abama, and now Ghana for crab to Abetia can Kuguno and Koye that magnitude. Yes, of fire. Yes, it go back to the Ghanaian people and ask them, say, candidate Ben and move feel say, young Fanembra, na say, Beya, a bufu any apathy, any other factors, and to move now so to a better in such a manner in 2024, no, and repeat it in 2028. Question, very intelligent question. We should have used that one as a research benchmark to solicit the views of the Ghanaian people. But media of all the baby media, I can say, honestly speaking, Oshe the election about Kosima, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and the first sitting Vice President. Or yeah, now again say Obeso sitting a boss after the end of his boss tenure. Professor Mills was the first sitting vice president who make such a move in 2000 elections. But for when you chairman, when you chairman, we say 2000 elections at that time, Crown on that apathy is very huge against the NDC government. Looking at number of years rolling that now so from PNDC era plus 8 years of democratic governance, almost 19 years plus. Now,
Sabra, wouldn't mantra be a musiciano?
But
I feel where they are contabasi from.
But of our share performance, Mills, it deliver in 2000 elections, in spite of the Great Alliance, in spite of Kwesi Pratt, Mo, and all the other forces joining MPP against the NDC, election, MPP and Timmy winning one touch from opposition. A runoff. But Mills about partisan politics from 1996 to 2000 was less than 4 years, or even say 4 years. And so, in spite of the Swedo declaration, Gusitano Mokoti or National Reform Party, several divisions within the NDC. It was very huge compared to what we experienced in 2024. And the Crown Mills and the election called runoff. Second runners are 18 years day. Then the Crown offer, say you choose as a candidate, presidential candidate. Who's a de facto leader for both the presidential and parliamentary elections. And all the parliamentary candidates across the country, post our normal the candidate now at one chance because we need to make sure that we are winning the 2 elections at a go. But in spite of Mills, a pushy election to run off in 2000. We share the parliamentary performance in this one. Why are we are 92 out of 200 seats, and MPP 99 out of 200 seats. With the free man MPP winning second round, but parliamentary strength, the BT NDC only 7 seats. And of party the and your presidential results and your representation in parliament. And only me who say or Ghana man you say CPP PSC Tamano more 2 or 3 or 5 seats our parliament of our shared Munyama crowd. So presidential and parliamentary elections are equally very, very, very important. Yes, about the second vice president, unfortunately, Ms. We and say Mahama, contested the 2012 elections. Emma NDC. Ushe 2000 elections males at the 40,586 in the DT Kufuado. And unya parliamentary difference no MPP nya 107 and NDC 116. But less than 4 years, Mahama Beso flag against Kufuado. OBT Kufuado by almost 300,000 votes, with a seat difference 148 against MPP 122. It would to two males pushing the election to run off. Mahama as the next vice president, acting president, making an attempt to continue the legacy of his boss. OBT Kufuado by 300,000 with 148 seats against Kufuado 122 seats in parliament. Now the better to candidate in 2024 elections of MPP or Jumaya.
Hey,
we need a candidate beyond the new patriotic party as a party. No, Ghana also endorse anyone.
Okay.
Especially
Negasa a winnable candidate.
Exactly. A candidate the floating voters or the neutral voters a bit markers may pay MPP as a party, but a candidate would be a demon idea the penasem as an individual. So you need a candidate that can first of all attract all these floating neutral voters to the MPP and also win their confidence from the business community and the intellectuals or the academia, CSOs and the media and all that. It is easy thing sabi you agro of Musa and Yamaya break RJ MPP who as a party say baby in or Ghana Manuel Semo because 16 regions, 4 regions, only 6 of those regions. How do you call yourself a national party? Even the regions are who sit no one.
4 regions only a representation.
The whole of OT 0.
Hi.
Voters 0. The 2 upper is upper 0.
Wow.
I have for region. I have for back up it. Back up it.
Maybe the macho bibo. I have for crowd say asante.
Of an American.
And a 1 pay.
Yeah, 1 pay. But not 1 pay.
Jesus.
Of a very serious issue. Very, very serious issue. And I offer Greater Accra region. And the region, the capital, the national capital of the nation. Of I was saying, and Yamiaza.
I 3 pay. 3 pay.
You offer, see, problem now is facing MPP. We have to look at it holistically as an organization. Not necessarily say, individual business say they will be a president and I will be a president. Party na kasano at the parliamentary level, we are not well represented in parliament compared to the NDC. So we need a candidate who will galvanize people for us to do very well in parliament and the presidential.
Number when it has to do with the candidate and now said the party as a whole and now representations and various constituencies.
Of a combination of several factors. It could be the candidate, it could be the performance of the government and several other factors. Okay. So we need a candidate, Ghana for a neutral candidate. He wasn't part and parcel of or integral of a Kufuado's government.
Sir.
Attracted a lot of people, a lot of business community, a lot of party people. Because of the accredited is a party, no, and there's no amount for. And before there's no amount for. And one more food. So we need to get a candidate all those who left, with a new leadership, we can have a space within the next government that a new leadership will form. And the new leadership will be a new leadership. A bit inspire hope. Let him offer a very credible alternative to what the NDC are offering. Next leadership, anytime we are going to defend the performance in government against his worst in opposition. It's a very daunting task. So for me, I sincerely believe that there should be a change of leadership.
Now, Obi Akase, you were Bawumia, more than a koi, but said you can say a combination of factors. Nama MPP and Timian Kunim, among them, no one of the a strong pie apathy. Now there is this new Bawumia. Sabreno say Kasibia or tied to the aprons of the SY government by virtue of the fact that now or vice president. Now, say it's a new chapter altogether. It is said the Muyama Kufo or Bakuko Musa Miakufado Bakum Yunum Prensa, Adana Munya Maya Bawumia, his son says, and Kofa Bagina say, I told TV. I could talk a Yato color TV, I could talk black and white. What you say?
Of our Okana, the government TV.
Medium go for Cassan, some deal go for
and go for Benetica. So about the crowd, you have been called because the tenants, who said, the contest you make it the argument, you know. And yet, because being in our Mota Kufuati, Kufolusu 1992, but Ocean performance and added to a Dubai or Yadia from 0 seats in 1992 of getting about 66 seats in 1996, a very significant improvement. And also doing very well at the presidential level. That is very, very significant improvement. And the second attempt will be near Kufuor 3 times. And I share Kufuor as well. Kufuor is one of the leaders in terms of Ayamano Semu. Check the data very well from 1982 or performing very well at the time of the party extra 8 years in government. You break it, but we share results of Kufuor the Kofi in 2008. It was a loss in dignity. What we see about is very dignified of our mature. First round, second round to the extent that time any decide here. And if you look at the electoral performance, Kufuor seat I was actually in Parliament. He did very well in 2008. 80 said and yet all they are not to a hard because even though Kufuor the second round where time decided on 107 seats against NDC 116 seats. Even Mahama Kwano Lucy 2016 abysmally with 44.4%. Parliamentary idea power when 106 against 169 of MPP. Difference of 63. But currently, Parliament, what is the difference? 95. So for an argument, is we have to look at in a proper context. And yet, the performance, and yet, and as to whether a new person or whatever person, that one is up to him and his people around him, and on betting are demonstrating to the leadership and the rank and file the delegates of MPP for them to get confidence back in him as a new person. Now Ghana for also no a year or no, then them call for a child who is here, and they have to demonstrate to the Ghanaian people say indeed is now a new person ready to do things differently. And on your work, and you may do my SMA.
Now, the baby had been be say, Nanka Mukran Kakra ye, Nanka mo twan ma NDC for you am candidate. No mo hu say okay. This is a candidate awoba. And I also know yes say revise note ne be a candidate we question no. And no say no. It comes to play.
And that argument will not hold because Oshe NDC constitution now so mo wa bema eso mo train 1 year to the election. The NDC no pay omo constitution no omo choose omo flag bearer no in 2027 November or December because they are in government. And I also your party constitution it says your opposition we should elect our leader 2 years into the general elections. So all the your constitution now they govern these two parties no is at power with each other. NDC 1 year to the general election and then so more there omo candidates so more abema yen so opposition 2 years to the general election as you choose a candidate. And the chance NDC could choose in 2027. Now that means they could choose year in 2028. Come then Ubenya candidate in Ubenya market selling the policies and messages to the Ghanaian people. As I never quite here.